Well, a not-so-happy homecoming for the Colorado Buffaloes. A very competitive first half, turned late in that second quarter, and the Buffs end up falling on blackout night for breast cancer here at Folsom Field, 44-20. Along with Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us on our Buffs recap here on 850KOA.com. Pointer, I guess if you're looking for the pivotal point in a ball game, the Buffaloes are on top 13-10 late in that second quarter. They give up a touchdown. The offense goes 3 and out, give up another touchdown. Ostensibly game over.
2 touchdowns and 238. I still thought they had a chance because they played pretty well in the first half. But then you come back in the second half and they get a drive right off the top and go down and, and then Colorado couldn't get anything going offensively. Finally, they did, pulled back to within 2 touchdowns. It looked like they might be having things going, and then that fake punt down inside the 20-yard line just blew up on them, and then the game is really lost.
You know, if you would have told me before the ball game that the Buffaloes would have held the nation's leading rusher to 119 rushing yards, we're talking about Kadeem Carey, came in averaging 161 per contest, I would have said the Buffaloes won. He did have 4 touchdowns, 4 short touchdowns, but B.J. Denker, the quarterback, 192 rushing yards, nearly 500 all-purpose yards for the quarterback.
Yeah, that was would be the other thing. I wouldn't have believed that Denker would have had that many yards. I mean, passing and running, this guy was a machine out there. And, I asked Eric Webb, did they concentrate too much on Carey and not exactly take care of the quarterback? He hesitated and said, I don't really know, but, we obviously felt we needed to stop Carey.
My guess is when they go back and watch the video, there was probably some shoddy tackling on the quarterback. They had an opportunity, but once again, with so much focus on Kadeem Carey, it wasn't like they had a lot of defenders back when the quarterback found some room. For the Buffaloes, we talked before the ballgame, they had to run the football and run it well. That was not the case here today.
Only 42 yards at halftime. They picked up a few more in the second half. And they had a pretty good drive with Atkins running the football. But they've got to run better than that. That puts too much on the shoulders of Sefo Lifo. So it's fine. I thought he had a decent game through the 1 interception, but otherwise, man, if you can't run the ball, that puts a lot of pressure on your passing game.
We said in the pregame shows, we came to you from Ralphie's Corral south of the stadium, that this was a pivotal game for the Buffaloes. They're looking for win number 4, obviously working towards 6 to become bowl eligible. They put themselves in an awful tough spot. You're on the road against UCLA and then at Washington before coming home.
Happens every week. I mean, there aren't any easy weeks, and when you got to go play UCLA on the road and Washington on the road, this is the one they really needed to be 4-3. That would give them a little cushion if they're still looking for a bowl game. Heck, they still got 5 games to go, and I'm sure you talk to the players. They say, well, sure, we can go out there and do it, but the road's not going to be easy.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Buffaloes have now lost 6 homecoming games in a row, 44-20 the final here to the Arizona Wildcats. We'll come to you from the Rose Bowl next week in Pasadena. We'll hit the air early on our flagship 850 KOA at 3:05, our network affiliates at 4:05, and then the Buffs and the Bruins from the Rose Bowl on Saturday afternoon at 5:30. For Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Once again, the final 44-20, Arizona over Colorado. Thanks for joining us on our Buffs recap here at 850KOA.com.